Alright, what's happening, guys? So this is part 3 of the Legend run. So after some thought, I decided to go with Dragon Warrior, another deck that I know very well. This is the Curator version. It is my favorite version of Dragon Warrior so far. There's another version that I'm going to be testing very soon that I think might be better. It's got Fire and some other things, Elise. But I don't want to be testing a deck I haven't played on the ladder when I'm trying to level up. All right, Shaman. So part 1 I went 8-3, part 2 I went 5-4. So total record was 13-7 for the first 20 games, starting from Bronze 10. So let's see what I can do here. I think I throw back Stadium Announcer. I like it here, but I do have a coin. I could drop it on turn 3. So I go Dark Rider, Peddler, Announcer. But I think a Whelp or even another Dark Rider would be great, because then I can turn 1, drop 2 guys. Alright. Well, still got the Stadium Announcer. What are you going to do? Yeah, I like this version of Dragon Warrior best so far because it seems to have a good draw engine. Like, Curator's great. Quality Assurance draws you Green Wing Curator or the Blood Fighter. So there's a little more versatility there. Ooh, that's very good. Yeah, I think I got to do that. And I can do that on turn 2. That's great. Yeah, the best way to counteract Shaman seems to be. Yeah, we'll do that. It seems to be to have a very aggressive start, because they have very aggressive cards, but they usually take a teeny bit of time to set up. So in the early turns, if you can get a formidable position, then you're in a great spot. Let's throw back Librarian for now. And then Quality Assurance gets us Green Wing Curator or Blood Fighter. So let's do this. Yeah, I think that's the right call. What pretty photo!
I remember this place well.
Okay then. Hello, Elise. As suspected, that's cool. Stadium Announcer seems fine. I could Broodkeeper Quality Assurance, and that doesn't give them a weapon.
What now?
Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Let's see what this draws, just so I have an idea of what the next couple turns look like. Alright.
What horror will hatch?
And then we're gonna do this. Yeah, I'd much rather hit them in the face with the Whelp of the Infinite. But maintaining a solid board is going to be important here. Ah! Well, I'm very glad I hit their minions now, because otherwise this would have been a real bad turn for me. That's the way it goes. Curator will get me Plucky. Is Dracorex a beast? It is a beast. It'll get Dracorex too. Plus a dragon. I already have the Rush Blood Fighter, so Plucky will likely not get anything. Because it draws a Rush minion, and if I draw Dracorex off the Beast trigger for Curator, then Plucky is just a poisonous minion, which is fine, but... I'm actually thinking I'll go this direction for now. Yeah, that could end the game. We'll see. This and this.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Yeah, let's go for it, sure. Obviously, it's not great that this destroys all minions, but it's only one attack, and I got a decent weapon off of it that gives me a little bit more value later. That's annoying, but fair.
Leave the egg. Dive and destroy.
And the crowd goes wild.
Let's take this one to the dome.
Crowd goes wild.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Dracorex, Plucky, and a Whelp. Okay. I think I'm just gonna slam this next turn. Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, might not slam that. Shoot. Yeah, this guy could end the game, but it could also just die. So...
What now?
Greenwing seems okay here. Yeah, let's do this.
Find me in the dream. Immersed you.
Now I do have to be careful because if they, for example, draw the Wind Fury weapon that's in their deck, wow, that's pretty good. That's very good. Well, shoot. Okay. That's not good. So Dracorex will deal 5. That could make it 7. Still not enough to kill it. This would deal 7, 8, 9 with that. So that's a way to kill it. Yeah, I think I just got to do that. Thankfully, it'll live.
Blood speaks. With valor.
Ooh. good for them. Wow, they just took 9 to the face for that. I guess they wanted to find out if I had more blood fighters. So at least they only gained 9. Okay, Librarian's helpful, but unfortunately not good enough. Because that just becomes a 6/5 if I do that.
What now?
And then I can win peek it, I guess. Wow, Dracorex just doesn't cut it right now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I gotta do this. And then kill that. They're still gonna gain life off the other one, but at least I'm alive. Yeah, I would have loved to see a Demolition Renovator this game, but seems like, yeah, they probably got this. So that's 14, I'm at 18. Plus they take out my team. Wow. Okay. And I'm just dead. Well, they got it. That was well played. I think it might have been better. The turn I played the Dark Rider, I could have played a Green Wing instead. That might have been the right call there. And my opening hand was fine. It was good. But I don't think, yeah, it definitely could have been a lot better. I think the early game, I could have done much more significant things. But yeah, reminder, always evaluate your play. Even if you think you did everything right, what could I have done differently at least?
Salesman! Now you're sailing on my seas.
I don't love keeping Sanguine Depths here, but I think it's okay. Because if I do draw Stonecarver, that's a phenomenal hand, but... okay.
Drink with me, friend.
Interesting. Okay, then.
I wonder.
I don't think Quality Assurance is the right call here.
Go on, take a bite.
Pretty good. Wow, all the blood fighters. Okay.
Find me in the tree.
Yeah, main reason Quality Assurance wasn't the play last turn was because I had the Green Wing in my hand already, so I might as well wait for that trigger to potentially give me more value. Like, yeah, now it seems much better. Especially considering I have 3 7-drops in my hand. Ooh, Stonecarver's great also.
A recurring dream. Proportions look good.
Alright, way better board position now. Curator next turn is great. That'll draw Dracorex, Plucky, and something else. There's There's another illusion. Let's go. Yeah, this is a great draw.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Mighty visage.
One from many.
Hellfire mega explosion.
Jeez. Okay. That's fine. Wow. That's crazy.
Behave, you rotten drake.
This would be a 5-mana 6/8. That's not bad. This having charge is reasonable.
I wonder.
Stadium Announcer does seem pretty good, though.
I must choose.
What horror will hatch?
Alright, so still feeling pretty good about this. Triple Blood Fighter is a good position to be in. Yikes. This seems like the obvious play. Yeah,
In the ring, blood
let's get it.
speaks with valor.
Awesome.
Dive and destroy. Avast ye.
Yeah, that was a great turn.
I remember this place well.
So I can Wimpeak Worm on that. But then they still are going to have a poisonous minion. Stadium Announcer could get me something good. Nothing left for Quality Assurance. That sucks. I could smack that here. So this is not great, but if I hit this here, it dies. It brings the other one in play. And then I can Dracorex and sweep the board. That seems like a decent position. I just don't like throwing away the 12/5. But it seems like the best bet. Yeah, it just feels bad. Oh, that was the wrong card. That was not Dracorex. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we gotta do this then. Shoot. Sorry, guys. That was a terrible misclick. Thankfully still okay, but good God, that was bad. Whoo! Alright. Jeez. What to do from here? So that's 5, 8. I can hit that for 9. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, Rafam is pretty good. I think Rafam is a solid deck. There's a couple variations of it that I find very interesting also. Like you can play Animancer and Ultra Gigasaur. I've seen combinations of Rafam and Shreds of Time.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Volleyball's not bad. Remote control's okay. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this. Because this also makes Dracorex way crazier if I can pump him up a little.
Avast ye!
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
Might have to Dracorex here. See, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would be 11 damage that I could deal.
Behave, you rotten drake!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm not super concerned about this guy, honestly. So let's just do this. Let's do this. Smack them here. And then we'll chill on this. Yeah, I'm trying to make a greater gap in our life totals by using the armor, because I don't have a ton of great stuff left in my deck, so... There's that. Shoot, okay. Well, not so much of a gap in life totals anymore. We're effectively the same, almost. Alright, Soldier of the Bronze will be helpful here. Maybe a 9-16.
Avast ye!
The timeways are safe.
I think I'm gonna do this
Looks
also.
like we've got a fight for the ages.
Ooh, probably gonna change that. Yeah, they got a bunch of corpses. Okay, lifesteal's annoying. Okay. And just in case, I'm gonna do that. I guess, you know, maybe the Broodkeeper was the better call there, because then I would have a... Because now I don't have a dragon for it, and there's 3 dragons left in the whole deck. Dang. Alright. And bouncing it, shoot. Okay. This is a bloodbath. I'm starting to think Dragon Warrior is not super well positioned in the metagame. I tend to have some okay runs with it, but there are some weaknesses in its matchups. Yeah, at this point I think the game's essentially over. Because I don't have too much left in my deck. They got 12 cards, and they've already pumped all the Rafams in their hand. I don't remember if that one that Rafam that pumps all the other Rafams, I don't know if that affects the deck in the hand or just the hand. Wow, except for spells, the only thing I have in my hand. Yeah, I think I'm just going to call it here. Alright, 0-2 is not great. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm going to call an audible on the play. And guess what we're changing it up to? You'll never guess. It's Murgle time. Yeah, the whole point of this is to make progress, and I have talked about it's important not to jump around in decks, but I had a feeling Dragon Warrior was worth trying, but it did seem like there was potential for it not to work out. So, after 0-2, I'm okay with calling an audible there. Firegill could be good, but I think I'd rather have other things. Yeah, I like Murlocs. It was kind of the boogeyman in Standard for a while. It was everywhere. It was very good. The quest going to 6 Murlocs instead of 5 has made a huge difference in the power level. It's not overwhelming anymore. But I still think it's pretty good. And if you, it reminds me, it's not the same as Protoss Priest, but in a similar way to Protoss Priest having a lot of play to it, Murlocs have more play to them than I think people give it credit for. I think I got a Violet Treasure Gill. You know, I'm going to try the Submerged map, actually. 2 drop off of this would be okay. Yeah, that's great. So I'll take this, and then Brain Gill will be a great follow-up. That's pretty good. So it's between Crusader Aura and Brain Gill here. Crusader Aura seems pretty good.
Let me think.
Yeah, I think this is going to help really define the board position for me here. It is a little early. I normally don't like to do this, but this puts a lot of pressure on them. In that situation, I think I would normally Brain Gill, but because they only have the 1 minion, that's fair. Alright, board's getting cleared. And that was the risk of playing Crusader Aura there, but that's the way it goes. Pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, Brain Gill was the correct play. Treasure Gill into Fire Gill is okay. Not the greatest, though. Sweet. Yeah, that Crusader aura was definitely too hasty. Well, that's what happens. Oof, that's a little rough.
Let me think. Move quickly.
Yeah, that seemed like the right call. Get one last little use out of the Crusader aura.
My eyes are flame.
Oof. That's a good card.
I wonder. Reporting for duty.
Pretty good. Well, I think we gotta hope that Grunty will get us there now. Yeah, I think Grunty's probably the best call. I don't think Tyrannogil does enough. Yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, so 3-4, we gotta throw there. 5-7, great there.
Move quickly.
We'll do the 4-3. Yeah, we're alive, but barely. I guess we'll do this, that's fine. Wow.
Well played.
Yeah, I think a big turning point for that game for this game was the Crusader aura. That misplay probably cost me the game. Because doing Brain Gill there meant they would have been a little bit more hesitant to clear my board, but even if they did, I would have benefited off of it. So, yeah, got to be honest about your misplays. That's the way it goes. Sometimes a play like that will help steal the game, but yeah, against Shaman, I should have anticipated. Yeah, I should have anticipated the Growfin. So, yeah, got to play around the right things. What are you going to do? Play better. That's what we're going to do.
Uther versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
I will fight with honor.
Steamfin is great. Oh yeah, great hand. Yeah, Quest, Tidehunter, Steamfin is the best hand for Murlocs in my opinion. You make 2 guys on turn 2, make 3 guys on turn 3. You're just 1 minion away from unlocking the first quest activation.
I must choose!
Happy New Year, champion.
Okay, Control Warrior. This should be fun. Let me grab some more caffeine. If they got brawled, then so be it. I gotta get minions out there anyway, so no skin off my back if they clear the board.
I grow weary.
See, here a Crusader Aura would be phenomenal. But I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Okay. So maybe they're a little removal light. Ooh, Grunty's great. So I'm going to get Plucky, use that to get Tyrannigill, and then pick the Grunty off of the redraw. Great turn. If they don't do anything to this board, ooh, wow. So I'm gonna start with Hand of a Doll to give me the most chance of drawing like a Crusader Aura or even a War Leader. Another Tyrannigill. I guess Tyrannigill's not bad here. Let's do... How many do I have? 1. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I couldn't get extra pumps on those guys. So let's do this. And I'm just gonna Tyrannigill here. Okay, Hand of a Doll giving me potential for Crusader Aura is great, but I think this is... Ooh. How much do I care about Elise? I don't think I care that much.
Move quickly.
I remember this place well.
Nice. War Leader's great here. So I've got 13. It's going to be plus 12, 25. So yeah, hard not to do that. We still got a couple turns left. Yeah, still 3 more turns for their quest. Ziliax is annoying, but very manageable. So how do I want to play this here?
Let me think.
No rush, guys. Okay. Well, we're going to be giving them almost full health anyway, so let's do this. I think Fire Gill maybe. Yeah, Fire Gill allows me to hit them with some other guys.
Move quickly.
Alright, so unfortunately they're back to 31, but there are many things we can do from here. Oof. Pretty good. Looks like Grunty is coming to the rescue. Wow. For sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Hit that twice. Get a drink.
Move quickly.
And let's do that. Come on. I was like, let's at least get the Divine Shield off of this guy. Nope.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Okay. So this draws... that doesn't draw Steam Fin. Okay, yeah, this... it's telling me it'll draw Steam Fin, but it doesn't. Steam Fin makes rush minions, so...
Let me.
let's just refresh this board. Ooh, Brain Gill's great. They're pretty close. Yeah, one more turn and they got their quest.
I must move quickly.
One time, hit the guy. Come on. Wow, we just cannot hit this guy to save our life. So yeah, they're still not out of the woods yet. They've got their quest reward, which is really good. But I've got a bunch of card advantage when these guys die. Yeah, notice I said when, not if. It's Control Warrior. It's a when. So let's draw 5 cards here, which I guess means we'll burn a card, but that's all right.
I am the is too full.
Ooh, that's a rough thing to burn. Dang. Okay. So they've got a lot of attack on board, so I think Grunty is very necessary here, which will push me into the next quest. Bump.
Let me think.
Let's do that first so that they all get +5/+5. Getting Yesterlock is okay. Alright, what do you got for me, Grunty? Sure. Okay, so 8/7 is first. Let's do this. And we've got the 7/8. And the 6/7. And the 8/13. And now it's got Rush, even better. Good stuff. Ooh, that's a good one to burn. Excellent. Card for card. I lost a Crusader Aura, they lost a Time Warp. That's cool. Dang. Alright. Still lots we can do. That's fine. Only 6 cards left in my deck, though, so that's something to be aware of. Oof. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not good at all. Okay. Let's start with this, I think. Yes. Alright, so Adaptive Amalgam's great. And then Grunty's also great. I'm thinking I just play Grunty here. So the thing is, I could play Crusader Aura this turn. And then Grunty, when I shoot the minions, will get the bonuses. I'm not sure if that's greedy, but I think that's... Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for here, actually.
I must move quickly.
No, you know what? We're just going to go Grunty. And we got another Amalgam in the deck. That's great. That one's a 9/8.
I have seen creation,
Of course.
and I will bring destruction.
Well, I'm going to burn a card here on my turn. I just hope that it is not the Amalgam, or one of the Amalgams. There's about a 33% chance that it's an Amalgam, though, which kind of sucks. War Leader would also be a bad burn. I'm hoping I burn Hand of Vidal or Violet Treasure Gill, because I don't want to draw more cards and thin out my deck. Oof. Yeah, this might actually be the end. maybe I should have done the Crusader Aura and played dudes, and then I could have gruntied, had a board afterwards.
My hand is too full.
Perfect, good burn. Cause yeah, I don't think anything I do here is gonna win the game. Yeah, that was a well fought battle.
Well played. The victory is yours.
So another thing to be conscious of is you do reach a point of diminishing returns sometimes. So some days you're like, this is all the brain power I got for Hearthstone, and that's a reasonable thing to have as a conclusion sometimes. So I may be getting to that point. If I continue losing, I'm not worried about losing because I'm at the rating floor. Because at 5 and 10, you can't go below that rating. So I can keep losing all I want, and I'm not going to go down anymore. But you got to be conscious of like where that point of diminishing returns is.
I will fight with honor.
Yeah, submerged map is good, but I think I would rather have another 1-drop or a 2-drop in my hand. So seemed like it was worth the risk. Sure. Yeah, I never mind Murmy dying. Just gives me another quest activation. That's good. Good draw, good draw.
Pleasure of fools.
Okay, pretty good start so far. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. That's fine. And let's actually get rid of the poisonous one too. Totally fine trading those resources. Double battle cry, pretty good.
Nothing gets past my hounds.
Ooh, Steamfin's a good draw there. So I'm gonna do this first. At least one of them gets +2/+2.
Nightmares are never.
That's a pretty cool version of that card. Okay. So let's see, I've got 10 attack on board. This would be 6 more, and this would be another 6 more, so that I could hit him for 22 right now. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Me free.
Ooh, that's great. That's great. That's perfect. Ah, into a corpse explosion. Okay. So I could go Hot Spring into Tyrannigill. I could also just Submerged map. I think I like this better. So it'll be harder to kill the Tyrannigill. And if they do, then I get dudes, which is great. Excellent. There it is. What's that put me at? I'm at 1411 in total. So 25 games, not bad. Yeah, I'm at about a 56% win rate, which is definitely lower than how I started, but it does get harder the higher you go up on the ladder.
Uther versus Gen.
Gilneas will trample our foes.
I will fight with honor.
That's a decent hand. I normally don't like going Violet Treasure Gill on turn 2, because if you get the submerged map, then you normally can't play a guy and get the additional value off the map. Sometimes you have to, just for sake of tempo, but I think Prize Vendor is the way to go. I will likely go Dragon Warrior. I will likely go Mermy here, and then Prize Vendor turn 2. Yeah. Seems like the play. Yeah, Plucky Paintfin seems pretty good. I like him so far. I was playing 2 Fire Gale for a while in Murlocs, because I think Fire Gale is very good. But drawing your Tyrannigils more reliably is pretty powerful. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about giving them cards right now. I think it will be okay.
What pretty petals!
Alright, that's annoying, but manageable. Okay. So I think this is the right call here.
Find me in the dream. Behave, you rotten dream!
I think Firekill is really good in this matchup. So not having two is a bummer, but it is the way it goes. Yeah, rush minions are very powerful. So they've got 11 power on board, 13 with this, but I guess they can't use that till turn after next. So I think I'm going to do this and Plucky, because that'll ensure I have Tyrannigil. Cool. Yeah, I'm totally down for them attacking my minions. Huh.
I've seen the end. The odds.
Ooh. With charge, that's rough. Okay, that's kind of bad. So I think this is the way to go, but I am probably dead. Give me some rush, guys. No rush, guys. Okay. So yeah, even if I do this, then we're just dead on the backswing, so.
Well played.
Dang.
Victory is yours.
So I am 1-3 with Murloc so far. Yeah, I think we're reaching the point of diminishing returns here. Might be that going back to Demon Hunter is the way to go. I find that there could be a little bit of a fatigue with Demon Hunter, and the matchups change, or not the matchups, the decks you play against change as you go up the ladder a little bit. So I really like using Demon Hunter in the beginning for sure. And like I said, I did make Legend last season with Demon Hunter specifically. That got me the rest of the push up through the Diamond ranking. But it might take something different in the middle here. The metagame kind of shifts a little bit in my experience as you go up the ladder, because you're facing like a different caliber of player, you know, at bronze versus, say, platinum. So, but yeah, I'm going to call it here. This is part 3. This one was not super great, not going to lie. I appreciate you guys watching regardless. But I'm going to hit it again tomorrow and see if I can plow through a little bit more, get up to Diamond at least, and kind of go from there. So peace and love, guys. I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time.